Actually like 4 or 5 days late, so we're gonna take a test. Well, I already peed on it, but I'm waiting on the results. It's kind of like depressing for me at this point. I didn't even want to take a test, but Tommy told me to go get one, so we peed on it. Let me see. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's no way. Oh my god.
I've waited.
There's absolutely no way. Oh my god, I literally don't believe it. I feel like I should take one.
I'd wait
oh my god.
more for you.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. I hope it's fine. Oh my god. I literally
Prepared me
cannot
for
believe it.
but the privilege of being yours with you.
Hey bestie. So now you know the big news. I'm pregger. I want to start this kind of like vlog series, which you're obviously not going to see for a while, but I still want to capture the moments for myself because I've never been pregnant before. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I had a lot of infertility struggles back when I was married, and it put me in a really bad depression because since I was a kid, always wanted to be a mom. So to kind of deal with the reality that that might not ever happen for me, and to try so hard and for so long and see doctors, see specialists, like I went to the doctor and I spent so much money trying to have a baby and it never worked out. And I feel like part of that is kind of what ruined my marriage a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it caused a lot of stress and turmoil. And so to now move on and be in a happy relationship, and I always knew that I wanted to have kids, whether that was through adoption or whatever, but I truly never thought that I would be able to get pregnant naturally. I just never thought that would happen for me. And my doctor told me, you know, it's still possible for that to happen for you, but it is going to be really hard because my fallopian tubes are, hello? We're all messed up, girl. Think of it as it's supposed to look like a straw, like just like a tube, obviously. Mine is just like all crazy. So that really, you know, was the catalyst for him saying, you know, you can get pregnant naturally because it's not blocked, but it is going to be really hard. Like, you're going to need some really strong sperm. So instead of doing it naturally, if I did want to get pregnant, he encouraged me to do IVF, which basically is like they get the sperm, they get the egg, put them together, and then they just drop it in your uterus, and it's up to your body if it keeps it or not. So that was probably going to be the route that I was going to go down eventually when I was seriously planning on having kids and getting pregnant. So I obviously didn't expect it to happen naturally, but clearly the barber has super sperm or something, because when I tell you I looked at the test, you saw it in the video. Truly, I was in the biggest state of shock that I think I've ever felt in my life. Like, I couldn't really accept that it was happening. So it took me a second to really register, like, are you being for real? Like, you know what I mean? It took me a while, and it wasn't until I took 2 more tests that I was like, oh my God, no, this is for real. So yeah, that's where we're at now. I'm actually stopping at Target to get more tests because I'm still in disbelief. Like, this happened on Monday, today's Wednesday. So I'm still in disbelief. I just want to get to the point where I can be excited about it, where I can be happy, because it is a blessing and it is something that I never thought my body could do. So yeah, I want to make it through the first trimester first before I tell anybody. And it's so hard because I want to tell my mom so bad. Like, it makes me emotional knowing that she doesn't know, but I just want to avoid more heartbreak, meaning everybody knows that you're pregnant and God forbid something happened, then you have to like tell everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm really skeptical in my body's abilities to carry a child just because of everything the doctors have told me. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it hush hush, but I do still want to vlog it because, you know, memes, just for the memes. But like I said, I'm at Target. I'm gonna buy some more pregnancy tests and I'm gonna take those at Tommy's house later because I just need triple, quadruple confirmation. And I feel like I'm probably gonna take a test like every other day until my doctor's appointment, because I don't know. I just want to make sure, I don't know. For me, it kind of just gives me peace of mind, I guess. Girl, I don't know. But let's go inside and get the test. I know. Look at these cute pillows. I have to get them. As far as tests, I think I'm gonna get this one because this is the only like 10 pack. So let's go with it. Okay, girl. 10 pack has been secured and we're on the freeway. I'm going to my man's house, but first I need to stop at a supercharger because my car's on 12%. So pit stop there. We should get there in like 20 minutes. But I kind of wanted to talk about my symptoms. If you guys don't know, I was vaping hardcore, like not a Benjamin, but like actual Nick, and completely stopped. Like as soon as I saw that positive pregnancy test, I threw them all away. And it is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard because I find myself like wanting it more as a habit, but honestly, I don't think it's as addicting as people make it out to be. And I have an addictive personality. Like if I'm into something, I will get addicted to it. But for some reason, the Nick has been easy. It is annoying when like I really want to do it and I'm like, oh, I really wish I had like the thing right now. But it's not that hard. It's kind of like dieting. Like I really wish I had a freaking Chili's triple dipper, but I'm on a diet, so I can't. So it sucks because you're like, oh, I really want it. But it's not impossible. So I don't know. I feel like maybe the vapes are different than like actual cigarette smoking, and maybe the cigarette smoke is more addictive. Anyways, I say all that to say I stopped vaping entirely 100%, and I started taking my prenatals. And so I'm kind of just like, I want to make sure that I'm eating really healthy. I was on a weight loss journey before I got pregnant or found out that I was pregnant. So I want to keep doing that as far as like eating healthy, working out. When I talk to my doctor, I'm gonna ask him all those questions. But honestly, my main priority is just making sure that everything goes smoothly and that there's no complications. But as far as like symptoms, I've had such tender titties. Like my boobs have been so sensitive, so tender, so sore. Like, and I do feel like they're getting bigger, which sounds crazy because I'm like 5 weeks today, or I'm 5 weeks and 3 days today. So that is symptom number 1. Symptom number 2 is like food aversions. Like there's a lot of stuff that I normally would love to eat that right now is grossing me out. Certain smells are really grossing me out, but not too much, like not anything crazy. And I can't even describe it to you. It kind of just is random. It's like, to give you an example, at my job, there's a parking structure and there's an elevator in there. The smell of that elevator had me like this close to throwing up today. So it's definitely random. Like it just depends on what it is. It's not like something specific. I haven't really had morning sickness, which is good, but again, I'm like 5 weeks. I'm still super early on, so I think right now it's just a little too early. But yeah, not too many symptoms, literally just sore boobs and some stuff grosses me out. I am really excited though, and I feel like I don't look it right now, but I just can't believe it. I'm truly in disbelief. Like I didn't think that my body could get pregnant. Like on my soul, girl, I did not think that this uterus would get pregnant, and here we are 3 tests later, which that's why I'm going to take more tests, because I just feel like it's too good to be true in a sense. Like obviously the timing and everything wasn't perfect, but all of that aside, I've wanted to be a mom since I was a little girl. I've had Polly Pockets, I had little dolls, like little babies. I would feed the babies. My younger cousins, I would call them my kids, like, and I would have like a classroom and they were like kids. Like I just have always loved kids and always wanted to be a mom. So it feels a little too good to be true after going through so much with my ex to try to get pregnant, and it didn't happen. But at the time when all of that infertility stuff was going on and I was really struggling, like I was in such a dark place because all I wanted at that time was to be pregnant, and it never happened. And I kind of just gave up. I kind of let it go. Like I thought that maybe I was gonna have to adopt kids, or when I really wanted kids, I would have to be ready to save up to do IVF. So I just never, can't stress it enough, like I just never thought that this would happen for me. But when I was going through all of that, like in a dark time, feeling like, why is this happening to me? Like, why can't I get pregnant? Like my mom would tell me, especially when me and my ex kind of were going through our divorce and everything, she told me like, it was meant for you to not get pregnant by him. Like, it was just not meant to be, and you wanted it so bad in the moment, but then now you could be so grateful that it didn't happen because you guys didn't work out, and now you don't have any ties to him, you know, besides a divorce. You guys can just go on and live your separate lives. And so I just think God really has the last laugh. God is really funny, because not me crying, screaming, begging for a baby at that time didn't happen. I was taking so many medications. I was going to the doctor all the time. I was getting ultrasounds. Like, I was doing blood work. I was doing everything that I possibly could to get answers and to figure out like what I could do to get pregnant. And I was trying so hard, timing my period, timing my ovulation, peeing on strips every single day to make sure. And it never happened. I timed it perfectly. I took everything that I had to take, and it just never happened for me and my ex. So then now for me to just literally be living life with Tommy, like, and for it to just happen naturally, I just think that's so crazy, you guys. Like, it's actually mind-boggling to me. It's crazy. God really has the last say, girl. So if you're also struggling with infertility, not even to say like, oh, maybe it's not you, it's your partner. Like, I mean, that could be true from like a medical perspective, but don't force things to happen. You have to just go with it, go on with life. Obviously, you know, put your best effort in, but don't get discouraged when something doesn't happen on the timing that you want it to happen, because God's timing is always better. And I'm saying all this without knowing that I'm gonna have a healthy full-term pregnancy. Like, I don't know, but I trust God's plan. And if God's plan is for me to have this healthy baby, like God willing, then that's what's gonna happen, girl. But I gotta just leave it up to God. But yeah, girl, I'm just gonna go to Tommy's and take these tests. I have a doctor's appointment next week on the phone, so I'll keep you posted.
F.
Okay, first trimester diaries. We're at the hospital. Did that test where you drink like a super sugary drink, and honestly, I was kind of scared of it, but it wasn't too bad. It literally tasted like a flat Sprite. It was fine. Now I have to do a couple things. I have to do blood work in an hour, but for now I have to do like a vaginal swab, and then after that I have to do a urine sample, which I'm gonna leave in here. But yeah, girl, testing begins. Now that we're nice and swabbed, let's go. Morning, new camera alert. Do you feel like the quality is better? Tell me yes, because I spent a lot of money on this freaking camera. I actually got two cameras. I got this camera that I'm on right now, which is a Sony ZV-F1. And then I got the little, girl, you already know which one. The one that like has a little rotating screen. It's like handheld, it's like a stick. I'll show you later, but I'm using it as a tripod right now. But it's called a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Girl, it's a mouthful, but the whole point is that it's like more travel friendly. So like when I go out and do stuff, because listen, I'm a little bit of a shy girl to be vlogging in public. So I like that the new one that I got is like more secretive, more discreet, if that makes sense. But anyways, girl, I am here to give you the last update on trimester 1, because today is Thursday and on Saturday I'm 12 weeks, which I think the first trimester is till you're 13 weeks. But regardless, we're giving an update. My appetite has come back, so I'm actually gonna eat half of my California chicken cafe wrap that I had yesterday. It comes like Subway, like it's giving foot long. So I had half of it yesterday and then I got sick of it, and then now I'm craving it. So I'm gonna have the other half right now. But anyways, girl, before I get into the end of the first trimester recap, I also got a vacuum. So I just got that in from Target. I got it on sale for 50% off, and it's a Dyson. How it was on sale for that much, I'll have no idea, but the reviews were really, really good. And my vacuum that I have, you guys have seen it. It's that pink Homika vacuum that I got off the TikTok shop, which I still highly, highly recommend. The only thing is that I've had it for so long, and with Luna and the cats, like the amount of pet hair that this poor vacuum has had to suck up messed it up. Like, it is really good for your money, but $60 vacuum, having it for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, with that much hair, this freaking vacuum is like on his last straw. So I decided it was time for a new one, especially because this one was half off. It's originally $500 and I got it for $250. I needed it. Like, I actually needed it. Tommy is so mad because now us like practically living together, homeboy knows my spending habits and he says I need to chill. but I just love a good deal, okay? Let me live. Let me live. So let's open this vacuum up and ignore all of this in the back. This is clean clothes that I need to put away that just came out of the dryer. And then this stuff, like these 2 trash bags and this bag, all full of stuff that I cleaned out because I did a little spring closet clean out. Not like fully, but kind of. Because I pulled out all of my like winter stuff that I had bagged up, which now I'm like, girl, how long is it gonna be cold? Maybe a couple more months? Either way, I pulled that stuff out, and so I was like, you know what? I need to get rid of stuff and declutter because I am gonna move. Also, let me turn off my air purifier because I just realized it's probably so annoying. But anyway, since I'm gonna move, I wanna make sure that I clean things out. I'm like decluttering. I have so much stuff that I haven't touched in years, but something in me wants me to keep it. Like, girl, get rid of it. If you haven't worn it in 2 years, chances are you're never gonna wear it. So I ended up getting the Dyson Digital Slim because from what I saw, it resembles a lot of that Homeka vacuum, and honestly, that pink vacuum ate down. Like, she did what she needed to do. Oh my god, but I've always wanted a Dyson vacuum and I've never gotten one. Look at this. And how pretty she is. Oh my god. Okay, so while that charges, the vacuum charges behind me, let's chat about the first trimester. Overall, it's been really, really good. The only symptom really that I've had is a lot of nausea. And I feel like a lot of people talk about that, but you don't get it till you have it. And honestly, it's weird because you don't really feel like you're pregnant at all. At least I don't. Like, because you can't feel anything. You can't feel anything kicking. The only thing that I do feel is like, it's hard to describe. It's not cramps, but I do literally feel like my uterus is stretching. Like if I'm laying down and I'm in a weird position, it kind of feels like, not like a period cramp. Like, you know, you get a cramp in your leg and it feels like your muscles like twisting. That's how it feels. It'll feel like a weird like twisting sensation. Like, I've never had a hernia, but like it's giving what a hernia would feel like. Like, not that painful, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, it feels like something's twisting. And I brought it up to my doctor and she was like, girl, that is so normal. Like, you're gonna feel 1,000 different sensations and they're all gonna feel really weird. As long as it's not like painful and it doesn't persist, you should be fine. So honestly, that comes and goes here and there. It's nothing like super recurring, but that feels really weird. But other than that, nothing really stands out. Side note, as I was editing the beginning of this video too, I noticed that like my footage in the car when I was like going to get the pregnancy test and stuff to like confirm, I don't look I don't look happy, or I don't like look excited. And it's not because I wasn't excited, it's because I was absolutely terrified. Now, having had multiple ultrasounds and I know for a fact baby is okay, I'm okay, this is a real pregnancy, it is gonna be fine. Like, now I feel over the moon. Like, I honestly feel a little bit still in like disbelief. Like, I just can't believe that it's real. I'm so thankful. I pray every day. Like, me and Tommy pray together every day, like just to make sure everything goes well, everything goes smooth. When I have doubts and when I feel like this is too good to be true, something's gonna happen, like I just leave it all up to God, girl. Like, the only thing that you can do is really just pray on it and just have faith that everything's gonna be fine. But in the beginning, it made me so sad watching that because I was terrified. I was terrified to get attached, not knowing if it was real. I was terrified to be excited, not knowing if everything was fine. Like, there's just a lot of emotions running through my head because for being told for so long that you can't get pregnant and then it just happens when you least expect it with the person that you're so deeply in love with, like, it just felt too good to be true. So I kind of just wanted to clarify that because I looked back at the footage and I was like, poor Britt, like she was just, I look so worried. Like, I just look so worried. Hello? Girl, I don't even know if I was recording right now because this camera's already acting up. Like, don't piss me off. I just bought you. You need to be in order. But I'm super happy, super excited. I feel really blessed. I'm excited for the baby to come. I have dreams of the baby all the time. I did an at-home blood test for the gender, and when I found out the gender, I was so happy and so excited. Which I would have been happy and excited either way, but now I'm like, what the hell? Because everybody's saying that those at-home tests are wrong. Like 99% of the time wrong. So I don't know. We'll see. Officially get it done the normal way, like with the ultrasound when the time comes, and have that be a surprise. And then, yeah, that'll be like either the confirmation or the redirection, which is funny because I already bought some clothes. Like, girl, I'm already in my mom era. I'm 12 weeks and I'm buying clothes. Like, what? Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. The vlogs are gonna start being in order. I promise. Love you. Bye.
It was all a big mistake, never meant to miss the date. I was caught up with my friends, I forgot that we had plans. So the roses on the floor and found the champagne by the door.